Hello, welcome to Goddesstrology. My name is Champine, and I created this space for you. I created this space because I don't know if you've taken a look around or even just kind of gauged the temperature out there. We are living in some extremely interesting times. And to me, it feels a lot like the collective unconscious is in the midst of a shift from a restrictive paradigm in which we are conditioned and respond or react to the world around us in such ways that limit our full potential and the fullest expression of who we came into this experience to be. I think that's the reason why we have a lot of discomfort in the world these days. We know that there's something more. There's this bigger, broader depth of expression that is inside of us that is just aching to come out. We end up having to deny that because we don't have the systems or the supports in place in order to either reach in and tap into it, or even how to channel it and fully articulate it or express it through our engagement with life. I believe that the whole goal of life, our whole purpose in life, is to love and to be loved. And when we set ourselves up with paradigms and rules and um, expectations that don't really ring true or are not really fully resonant with the soul of who we are or what we are trying to create, it takes us away from our sacred self. And there's this big collective remembering that is going on right now. And so that's my hope and that's my goal, is that through the work that I'm doing with Goddesstrology, I can assist you. I can help you remember why you came here. And I do that through a number of different means. Goddesstrology is astrology with a more feminine slant to it, where we tap into the feminine perspective, the feminine principle that's found within your astro-mythology. I love having sessions with clients where we talk about the goddess points within their chart and the more feminine experience that you created, that you came here to fully embody and express. Help the entire collective to shift and to grow and to evolve. I love getting into a Goddesstrology session when someone has that moment of resonance and they remember that part of themselves that was repressed, and it's almost like a spark of light goes off and voila, here you are. Here you are to express who you really are and to work with life, engage with life, participate in life, and co-create a really beautiful experience that embodies the full spectrum of expression. And that's why I created Goddesstrology. Goddesstrology is not just astrology for your inner goddess. It is astrology for remembering your sacred self. And with this shift in consciousness that we're currently experiencing, we all get to assist. We are all midwifing the collective soul. And we do that by self-awareness, by self-discovery, by really digging into our astro-mythology, our personal story, our personal archetypal experience, and pay attention to how it unfolds. So a Goddesstrology consultation is a deep discussion about the roadmap of your soul. Your astrology chart is all you. It's a symbolic picture of your template for life. And where I come in is to help you make sense of the symbols and the stories that make up your personal astro-mythology. So for your one-on-one coaching session, I like to use astrology to get a solid sense of what archetypal patterns and themes are making up the story of your life. From there, we dive into the talk about your dreams, about your hopes, about your perceived limitations, and we analyze your current blocks in the context of your own personal astro-mythology. we get to co-create a strategy to help you overcome any fears, to tap into that well of courage that's found deep within you, and to overcome these frustrations. So whether you're simply curious about your chart or what Goddesstrology is all about, or you want to explore your personal mythology a little more deeply, Goddesstrology Consultation is a great way to tap into the imaginal. A Goddesstrology consultation can bring a sense of calm and clarity to any situation. My clients often report that they have a renewed sense of purpose and meaning in their life after our sessions are over. Whether you're working through some difficult energy blocks or you just want to have a new perspective on old patterns, a Goddesstrology consultation will help you open up pathways where before you might have only seen the limitations or the blocks. So I do advertise Goddesstrology as astrology for your inner goddess. It might feel off-putting to men or to those who feel more masculine in expression. And the thing that I want to say about that is that I really hope that it doesn't put you off, because we all have the divine feminine within us. And what Goddesstrology is here to do is to support you to wholeheartedly embrace that aspect of yourself. Our culture, our Western culture, is that it wasn't designed, it was not set up to support the divine feminine experience or the feminine experience in general. There are so few support systems, so few ways to access that part of ourselves in a way that feels holistic, that feels healthy, that feels true and natural. And that's what Goddesstrology is here to do. It's here to provide that support. It's a space where we can all come to learn how to wholeheartedly embrace it, to learn how to let it come up from that deep and hidden and repressed place from within, so that it can be fully expressed and then assist in the evolution of consciousness. So if you've ever been curious about your personal astro-mythology, I hope that you book a Goddesstrology session. Goddesstrology is part coaching, part astrological consultation, part empowerment. It's looking at the roadmap of your soul, of your DNA, seeking out that divine feminine expression so that we can all assist in the evolution of the collective conscious.